But if you check the rack, in this case, check the lead ball, make sure that's frozen. The ball's touching the 8. I'm going to show you how to check them because we're going to break some racks in a minute. And the only balls we're going to play out of the 8-ball rack, basically, we're going to try to send these 2 balls at the side pocket. And I'll show you, put a little bit of backspin on the cue ball. These balls slowly go towards the side. But unfortunately, what happens a lot of times is these 2 balls bank out very fast, go to the side rails, and they collide a lot of times with those balls that are going nice and slow right towards the side pocket, and these 2 balls will come up and collide. But they collide around near the side pocket, so causing that collision, a lot of times the ball gets kicked into the side anyways. Those are the 2 balls we're going to play. We're also going to play some 8 balls in the side pockets. Hopefully we make some. I'll show you how to inspect the rack, which side to break from. This is opposite from 9-ball. If we find a space on this side, we're going to break from the opposite side, trying to send the 8. And if the space is here, we'll try to send the 8 that way. When we play the 8, we're going to go into this ball and this ball. It's commonly known you can go into this ball, but I also found going into this ball works just as well sometimes. Coming into this ball, you're pushing the 8 kind of back towards this way. You can still shoot out. But if you come into this ball, which is harder to hit, you're pushing the 8 a little bit more to the side, and it can still go in. Cue ball's a little tougher to control. But there's reasons behind that. Overall, in 8-ball, it depends on the player I'm playing. If I have to break and run out, if I'm playing a player equal skill, I'll break from the center, slam it as good as I can, control my cue ball, and hopefully make a ball and break and run out as much as possible. If I'm playing a weaker player that can run out an open table, but will have a tough time with a clustered up table, I'll break from the side a lot. And if I break from this side, what can happen is the balls break and they seem to come back to this side of the table, and it just causes more clusters than breaking from the center. That way, if I don't make a ball on the break, I feel like they're going to have a tough time getting back, getting out, and I'm going to get back to the table. And if I do make a ball on the break and it's clustered up, I'm in control and I feel happy that way. So there's a wide open break, and then there's kind of a defensive break. All right, that about sums it up for the 8-ball section. That's the introduction. I'm going to come back and we're going to break some 8-ball racks for you. Be right back. All right, we're going to do a couple of 8-ball breaks for you. First one I'm going to do is I'm going to break from dead center. The reason I'm going to break from dead center is because I want as much force to be spread out equally throughout the rack, move as many balls as possible from the dead center. I'm also going to hit it with like a middle ball, maybe in a little draw, because I want to take these 2 balls and try to send them out towards the side pocket. A lot of times they'll come up that way, but unfortunately what happens is these 2 balls bank out, and the timing is incredible. They might kick that ball when it's on its way to the side pocket. You watch it. When you're inspecting an 8-ball rack, pretty much stick to looking at the lead ball here, make sure that's frozen up. You don't want the balls too far off the 8. And obviously you're going to check for those racks that I showed you earlier, which I don't think too many people are going to be using. Dead center. Try to control your cue ball. Good cue balls, spinning like crazy. A little bit bottom right. Both those balls, I believe, were going from the side pocket, and they did get kissed, like I said. But you got a pretty good spread there. Alright, be right back with another break. Alright, this time I'm going to try to make the 8 on the break. I know you're all dying to see that. One thing I've learned since I wrote the original Racking Secrets is there's some spaces that can help you make that. The ball's directly on the side of the 8. Like in this rack right here, I'm going to come into the 11, trying to push the 8 out that way. The 10 ball, if it's a little loose, the 8 ball comes out faster and it can get kicked right at that side pocket. And in this space, I have the 10 ball a little bit off the 8. You want to hit the second ball as full as possible. Do not skim the 4 because you'll go flying off the table. You want to hit it with a smooth draw stroke. Come back and I'll give you one more try at that. Alright, second attempt, playing the 8 ball on the side. This time we're coming into the 1 ball as full as possible. We have a little space between the 6 and 8. Make sure you don't leave that space when you're racking. Off the side rail, as full as possible. Do not skim the lead ball. Alright, as you can see, it pretty consistently goes over there when you have that space and you hit it good. Keep your eye out for that space. And this is the opposite of 9 ball. Space was on that side, we're breaking on the opposite side of the space. I'm going to come back with another 8 ball break that's much harder and a little crazier. I'll show it to you anyways. This time, we're going to come into the 3rd ball in the rack. Not the first, not the second. We're coming into the 3rd ball in the rack. Very difficult to hit. It's very difficult to control your cue ball. I'm actually going to hit it with the low inside ball. So my cue ball should shoot over here and have spin on it to spin around, boom, and back out. Still trying to force the 8 towards that side pocket. That's the reason I'm hitting this. This is a crazy break. I use this when I'm playing weaker players. I'll hit this ball. What happens a lot of times is the balls go that way, and then a lot of balls come over to this side of the table. I actually seen Corey Deuel use it in a 1-pocket match. He broke hard, and his cue ball sent it back over there, and all the balls come back over on this side of the table. So when I'm playing a weaker player, if I don't make a ball in the break, I don't think they're going to get out, because it ties up a lot of balls. And if I get the first shot and I'm in control, I'm happy that way too, if I happen to make a ball on it. 3rd ball, with the low inside cue ball, 8 ball break. Got a little movement on the 8 ball, and not many came in back as I thought. I'm going to do one more for you. Alright, second attempt, coming into the 3rd ball with the low inside cue ball. Trying to play the 8 to the side. Or toss it up the table. Looked like the 8 was coming straight out of that hole, and then it got kicked on that one. Cue ball in stock too. can see the balls on this side of the table. You know, we got 5 on that side and 10 on this side. So you can cause some problems for your opponent. And I am aware that some leagues, you're not allowed to go into the third ball. So play by the rules.